Hey guys, it's Ghosty, and this isn't scripted, so if I say weird shit, I just say it, okay? And I've been planning to release a new video, right? And I've been working on stuff, but one of my biggest flaws kicked in, and I am a terrible procrastinator. I never finished any of the videos I was working on, but I did like start drawing, and then I decided, hell, might as well record it. So this is what we're getting, right? So today is just gonna be a little speed paint as I talk to you guys. So let's talk more. Describe what I'm drawing to you because I doubt any of you know. um, and with that, let the video begin. So I started off just drawing some random girl. Didn't know what to do. The head was humongous. I hated that. And I was like, oh my god, her head is so big. Trying to make her body proportional didn't work. It looks fine, I guess, but I absolutely fucking hate it. But anyways, I decided to make her emo slash goth or whatever. I really don't care. I just gave her fishnets and a skirt and shit and arm warmers and called it a day because I really don't feel like doing anything. Right, I just started drawing for fun today. If I sound weird, I'm sick. I have an incredibly clogged throat. That's just why. Um, yeah, just started putting clothes on her. I'm not being very fun, am I? Anyways. Okay, now actually moving to a character that's important. If you watched Everything Starts Now, this is Bex, or at least me starting to draw her. Um, I went through so many design overhauls with her, and this isn't even her actual design. This is one of her other designs, because I don't think I'm a good artist. I think I'm a good character designer. And she has so many outfits based on what females in every religion wear, right? So, you know how Japanese shrine maidens always wear that white shirt with like the white and red kimonos, and how nuns would always wear the black and white like little dresses that cover everything. Yeah, that's basically how she is. She always has a new outfit based on somewhere in the world every day, because she was low key inspired by Kokomi, like her rewrite was inspired by Kokomi, and she is the divine priestess of her town, right? So she just always has a new type of outfit on her, and I really really like that about her rewrite slash redesign. I'm probably gonna go more in depth when I actually give her a video, but for now, this is all you're getting. And if any of you guys get mad that I didn't draw her in a traditional nun outfit, um, get over it. Like what? It's my character. I can draw her however I feel like. Ugh. Oh, and I also gave her crystal powers. Um, yeah, another thing, part of my rewrite of all these characters, I changed up their abilities, their appearance, the way they act. Like, like everything starts now, Aaron, and current Aaron, so fucking different. But, everything's gonna work out eventually. So now I'm just finishing her hair right here, and we are about to move on to Callista, aka Kalisa, aka my redesign of my OC that was kind of main character, but not really. Okay, well, I already made a video on her and Aaron, so if you feel more intrigued about that, just watch it. Okay, it wasn't originally gonna be her, but then I'm like, okay, lol, like let me just make it her, right? So I fucked up the ears, fucked up the boobs, because boobs don't work like that. Okay, well, boobs do in fact work like that, but she doesn't have like e cups, so added her little wing ears and her face. One thing you guys will notice about me is my faces are never symmetrical, and I do that on purpose. Like, because I just gave up on trying to draw symmetrical eyes, so I always make them look incredibly different on purpose. And I feel like that kind of helps me, like, cement, like, the face. Like, you're almost always gonna find a character with one eyebrow raised in my thing. It's kind of like signatures, kinda. Um, I was just working on her hair. I did take the little loopies from Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just had to mention that for the girlies who don't know who Katara is, but I doubt anybody in chat doesn't know who she is. But I did her little halos, and now I'm doing her outfit. Believe it or not, her outfit went through so many redesigns because when I started to redesign her, I went through my Genshin Impact phase, and I absolutely adored their character designs. So I tried to design all my characters like that, but I would never remember what they were wearing. So every time I drew them, they would always look different. That's honestly what happened with my persona and why I like had to dumb her down so much. But basically, my designs were so intricate during that time. I had to redesign all of my characters, and I basically had to overhaul my art style because it just wasn't not resourceful, but it just wasn't working out. Okay, if I really wanted to make a comic like I do plan to, I couldn't keep that up, so I had to change it. And this is a series that I'm planning to do. Don't know if I posted it online. Pretty sure I haven't. I have posted my Celery design though. But basically, a little while back, a bunch of girlies were making Wings redesigns, and I'm like, I grew up watching Wings. I could do that, and I could probably do it better. So I started to redesign all of the Wings girlies, and it was more of a redesign slash rewrite. So, and I would design them based on who was the strongest to weakest. The strongest was the person with the oldest form of magic, because in the show it states that the dragon fairy, the dragon flame, is like an ancient type of magic, and that's why it's so strong. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So, I'm gonna explain it when I actually make a full length video. But Stella was first because she was the fairy of the sun, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. How could an animal exist without the sun, right? So, um, so the order was Stella, Bloom, Aisha, Flora, then Roxy, right? But I never got around to Roxy, so I only finished the four girls, right? I never even finished Roxy's pose. Okay, I lost the motivation for that a while ago. But this is me like working on her design. I'm probably gonna change it like when I put it into digital and when I put it into digital, but for now this is it. And Roxy always gave me like a very indie kid type of feel. I don't even know how to describe it. Very like 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 2019 fashion, if you will. Yeah, 2019. I feel like she'd be those girls who had the checkered vans and shit. And she would have band tees and like so many fishnets. I don't really think platforms got popular until like the 2020s. So I wouldn't say she would like she'd wear platforms, but I put her in platforms anyways because they're cute. Offie. She does give me the vibes of those girls who would wear jean shorts with leggings underneath, so I did that. And you can just see me like fleshing out her design and shit. And one thing I love to do is design characters. So of course that was the only thing I did this entire video. I tried to make this one short because the actual filming of this was like over an hour long. Yeah, but that makes sense. Art takes a while. Um, and by the way, I should just mention that these are all pen sketches, which you can obviously see. But I don't know if this is just a me thing, but when I sketch in pen, I don't try and make everything perfect. So if you don't like the art, this isn't like how I actually draw, but you can probably see that in my actual channel on my videos and shit. Sorry, this isn't scripted, and I talk really, really weird. So if my words don't make sense to you, I apologize. But basically, what I'm trying to say is pencil sketches aren't supposed to be perfect. Therefore, please do not judge my art skills based on what you see. This is not these are not the full extent of my capabilities. I have made some shit that I deem immaculate, and I have made some shit that I think is absolute trash and should never see the light of day again. Okay, so I'm working on her pose because for the Wings girlies, I did one in their civilian outfits and one in their fairy outfits, and I decided to redesign season one. And yes, I know Roxy was in season one, so I was just redesigning her season four outfit. She came around in season four, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm gonna change up the colors, da da da. But yeah, this is just like the full thing with her pose. I was gonna draw an animal like poking out of her bag, but I completely forgot to do that. I'm probably gonna do it in the final thing, but I didn't do it here. So please, like, just like pretend there's an animal poking out. I was gonna draw her dog. One thing you're going to learn about me is that I forget a lot of really small details or details I don't think are that big. So, um, I'm incredibly inconsistent. Yeah. My post on schedule is trash. I draw so much, but I post once in a goddamn blue moon. I'm gonna try and fix that this summer because I'm out of school. Thank fucking God. It's been taking up so much time, and I am a D1 procrastinator, so you know damn well after I got back home I wasn't doing shit. Um, I don't know what to say anymore. Okay. Um, uh, this is the final product, and thank fucking God I am almost done with this video. And now I am drawing my persona, aka Gaster slash WD Ghosty. For some background on Gaster, when I was younger, I was really into Undertale, right? But I was into like a lot of indie video games at the time because I had FNAF phase. So anything that was slightly inspired by that, I would adore and obsess over. And Undertale was one of those. Oh, and another thing, if you were a girl who was into Undertale and you weren't a Sans fan girl at some point, I don't trust you. Point blank period. You're weird, right? But basically, I don't know if this is like just common knowledge in the video game world, but in the Undertale fandom, everybody just knows this character, WD Gaster. Basically, they were like a super rare find, and they would only pop up every billion games or whatever, right? And like, as I said, like it was super rare they would pop up, and almost nobody actually saw him in game, and only a couple people actually did, right? And there was this one Undertale AU called Underswap, right? One thing in the Undertale fandom, they loved their AUs, right? And everybody like made their own. Not everybody, but a lot of people made their own, and they were all super good, or at least all the ones that I read. Actually, no, there was one person that had one with Sans as kids. Theirs wasn't the best. I heard they did some fucked up shit. I didn't watch all of them. I just watched some of them. But basically, there's this one called Underswap, and I loved it, right? And basically, the prompt was, okay, keep in mind it's been a while since I watched it, but from what I remember, there was Frisk and Chara, I think, and basically, wait, no, that's not Underswap. Underswap is another one. Oh shit, I completely forgot its name. But basically, there's this one AU where there was Frisk and Chara, I'm pretty sure, and every time there was a new AU, basically their relationships would get resetted and everybody would forget them, right? And oh, I'm really bad at explaining things, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And then you find out that WD Gaster is the person swapping not swapping, but changing the AUs they're in every time. And he's the reason why, like, every time they build up a relationship with somebody, they would always lose it over and over again. And because they were the only people who would remember this, like, I guess it took a toll on their mental health and shit. And, like, a bunch of things happened, right? It's been a while. I haven't, like, read this or like watched it since elementary school, I think. It's okay, whatever, don't at me. But yeah, it was like that. And I made this persona a while ago, but basically she's too close to my heart for me to change it now. So please don't get mad at me if you're a fan of that AU and you're like she's not an actual character, da 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 da. Ignore it. But basically in one of the AUs, there were Gaster accidentally cloned himself. I don't know if Gaster can actually make clones. It's been a while since I've been interested in anything Undertale, right? But basically, in one of the AUs, there was another version of Gaster, right? And he's reset like the world so many times, right? And you know how in the game, like he appears every billion, like not every billion, but like every billion, every million, whatever, right? So basically one of the times he reset it, another version of him popped up, right? And he was like, "Oh my fucking god." So instead of like just like tossing it aside, he decided to keep it with him because once another version of him popped up, like they wouldn't get reset, much like Chara and Frisk, right? So he took them and they had their own little powers, right? They could change their appearance. And with the sludge hair and shit, that's like kind of resemblance of that. They're just like a blob, and they try and form a somewhat human body, but it doesn't exactly work out, right? And the little mask they're wearing is supposed to look like Gaster's face, but basically they're another version of Gaster that Gaster named Ghosty, right? That's how I got my tag, WD Ghosty. It was supposed to be WD Gaster, but I'm like, I don't want Toby Fox to sue me. Like I don't think he will. But if I ever get big, I don't want to get sued. Okay, I'm still a minor. Please do not sue me. But yeah, that's how I made her. I love her so 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 much. I don't really know how to explain her anymore, but basically she can change her appearance and like she's just like sludge, and her mask is one of the things that keeps her like in a somewhat human form, because even though her and Gaster are like the same person, they're not exactly the same, right? Much like how all like the Undertale characters from all the different AUs aren't exactly the same despite the fact that they're the same person. And yes, I know they all have like the same skill set, but I want it to be different, okay? This was in my Mary Sue era. Leave me alone, right? But basically, she tries to look like a human. It doesn't exactly work, but I honestly love that part of her. She was originally gonna have dreads and a little demon aesthetic, but I'm like, I don't really like that anymore. So, yeah, I just did a lot with her. I hold her so close to my heart, and her name Ghost alludes to the fact that well, she's kind of ghostly. Da da da. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I know this video wasn't that long, but if it entertained you, then hooray. I know there's like only probably like two people watching this, but it made me incredibly happy. I hope you have a good day, night, or afternoon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.